Good morning! Happy Monday. It is a snowy, freezing cold start to my Monday morning. I think it's like 5 degrees outside. And I think we got like 7 inches of snow over the weekend. So slower start for me getting rolling this morning. But that does not mean that the sales were slow over the weekend. I actually got 5 sales over this past weekend on eBay, which I think is my most sales in one day, kind of. One packaging session so far in my 1 month of reselling. So we have quite a few packages we need to go and get picked off the shelves and packaged up and sent out, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. So let's go find all of these orders. All right, down here on shelf A10, we have 2 things we need to grab. We have this paint sprayer mask from the bins. I think I probably paid $2 maybe for this, and it sold for $35. I accepted an offer for $35. Next is this box of 3D printed toys. I think there's 7 large toys. These were just laying around the shop. I threw them in a box and put up a listing, and they sold maybe for $10 or something like that, so pretty good. Next up is this SOG backpack. I bought this at an estate sale, I think for maybe $10 or $15. I think I overpaid for it, but I sold it for $20, so maybe still a little bit of profit. And the last 2 things that I sold were books. We have this one here on top, Poet and Peasant and Through Peasant Eyes. The last book is called Green, and unfortunately it's like one of the first books that I ever listed, so it is all the way down here at the bottom. A lot of work to get to it. All right, we've gotten everything picked. Now let's go package. I like to pick everything and have it ready to package all at once, but I feel like I'm probably gonna get to a point where I have too many things to pick and package all at once, but for now, 5 is a good amount, I guess. So a few different things that we have to do. I think this is probably gonna go in a 4x4 or 6x6 box, something like that. These will go medium mail, and I have bubble mailers for those. And this, probably, I have a 14 by 10 by 4 box. I think that is where that is gonna go. So we will see. Let's pull up the computer and see what we need to take care of. My bubble mailers and packing supplies are all over here. So I need 2 bubble mailers. And we'll do the books first because I think those are gonna be the easiest. I need to get some fun like freebies to throw into my packages, because right now I don't have any like postcards or discounts or anything, and I feel like that's a good way to grow my eBay, grow my YouTube. So I definitely did that with my Etsy shop. I'm coming to reselling from selling 3D prints, and I grew my Etsy shop with those freebies. I think I got a bunch of reviews that way, and I think I need to do the same thing for eBay. I just haven't gotten to it yet. All right, this one is green. Right under £1, perfect. Next, Poet and Peasant and Through Peasant Eyes. It's a 2-book combo. I think for this book, I paid 25 cents, maybe 50 cents. It's a paperback. I got it at one of 2 places, so either 25 cents or 50 cents, either way, super cheap. And I sold it for $14.39, free shipping. So shipping is probably gonna cost $5. So $9 minus fees, around $8. That's pretty good. We'll go to the next easy one. This is a box of 3D prints. It's already in the box, taped up, ready to go. So all I have to do for this one is print the label. And I believe that this was purchased by a viewer, William or Rocky on eBay, I think. If it was a viewer, thank you so much. And if you are here from the 3D printing channel and you would like to purchase 3D prints like in a bulk setting, let me know in the comments. I have so many 3D prints here that I've printed and are just sitting. So if you want like a bulk deal or something like that, definitely let me know in the comments. I can throw them up on eBay and get them sold, get them out of here. So the next 2 are gonna need boxes. And I have these that I can use, 6x6 by 6. I think that'll work for the paint spraying mask. And I have these 14 by 10 by 4. So I think these are the 2 boxes that will work for that. Make sure the mask is gonna fit in here. Yeah, pretty perfectly actually. little bit of packing paper just to hold it in place. Oh, that's the end of this tape. I think something that contributed to my bigger sales weekend is I ran a 10% off sale just to end January with, and it went pretty well. I got these 5 orders, and I can't guarantee that I would have gotten them without running this sale. So I'm gonna try it again at the end of February and see if I run another 10% off sale just to try and clear out some inventory, if that works, because it seems to have worked this weekend. Now, it could have been the big snowstorm, but most of these people I don't think are in North Carolina, so they didn't get a big snowstorm, so I don't know. But I'm very appreciative of the sales. Okay, and then hopefully this is only 4 inches tall.
Right in the face.
It's a little small, but I believe we can make it work. I'll just have to really tape this box well. Alright. That's definitely going to make it to the customer safely and cleanly. I don't like that these corners are open, so I'm going to tape over the corners, but besides that, that's a good looking package. This feels heavier than I imagined, so let's see. 3.3 pounds. Yeah, I undercharged for shipping on this one. I only charged $6.83, and it ended up costing me $7.92. So not my best work on the shipping cost, but that's okay. We're getting it out of here. So that is all of my eBay sales. I have one actual 3D printing sale that I'm just gonna go ahead and get packaged up while I'm here. And then once I'm done packaging, I have a bunch of inventory over here that I took pictures of Thursday and Friday of last week. Over the weekend, I was able to get all of them listed. So we're gonna go through my inventory system, and we're gonna start putting those in the poly bags and on my shelves and update my SKUs in eBay. So I'll be bringing you guys along for that as well. Okay, got that one taken care of. And last, I have one more rocket part order. So if you're here from the 3D printing channel, you've heard about the rocket parts before, but if you're here from the eBay channel, I work with a business partner and I sell some water rocket launcher printed or non-printed parts kits. So I got an order for that over the weekend, and I need to get that shipped out. Man, that is a massive shipping haul, and I'll show it to you in just a second. I still have all of this cardboard that needs to get taken out, but it's impossible to get any of this out of here right now with all of the ice out front. So it'll just have to wait. Wow, okay, what a shipping haul. We are finally done with all of our shipping and packaging. Yes, all of my packages are done. So now on my way home, I'll just have to take all these over to the post office and ship them out, because they all went USPS this time. Good thing I have my large IKEA bags, because I will not be able to carry all these just in my little arms, so that'll be nice. All right, let's go do some inventory. All right, so all of this is what I have photographed and listed and needs to go in a poly bag and over on the shelves somewhere. Some of the things I did not take the best pictures of. I still need to get measurements of some of the stuff, but like all the pants are good to go. I believe the bibs are good to go, but some stuff I'll still have to go over there and get 2 or 3 more pictures of some measurements just to throw up on eBay as well, because I don't want to put them in a bag and then someone asks me for a measurement and I didn't take the picture of it, or I don't have it, and then I have to go dig it out of the bag, take it out, take another picture, put it in a new bag. That's just a lot of extra work. So we'll get all the measurement pictures finished up today. We have a couple book bundles that need to be put on the shelves and inventoried, and then after we finish this, if we still have time, which I believe that we will, I'm going to try and do my thrift haul video or filming session from last week, so that I have that stuff ready to go and ready to photograph and start cleaning. Busy day, busy day. Okay, this stuff. So my shelves are labeled. These are not, because these are not inventory ready to ship. This is just a holding space for now. On the back side right now, I just have my A shelves, A through 10, And I have a couple more shelves that are ready to, or still have room to add some inventory too. So I do think I need a new box. So I have 2 more Bankers boxes. I'll have to buy some more when I'm at the store sometime this week. But everything has been so much harder with all this snow and ice on the ground. I have to hike down my driveway like a 1/4 of a mile just to get to my car with my 3-year-old son. I can't park out in front of my shop here because it's covered in like 2 or 3 inches of ice. I have to park up above and walk down icy steps. So getting things here has not been very easy, but hopefully the sun's gonna come out this week. It's gonna warm up and things will get a little bit easier. This would be a lot easier if I had a table to set it on, but my rolling table has books sitting on it currently. I'm very close to making it through all of the books and I can get my table back, but right now the problem is making all of these paperback book bundles. Hopefully we'll get to that today, but if not today, that will definitely be the main task for tomorrow. Boxes have been created. Let's get them labeled. And right now I have through 6, so these will be boxes 7 and 8. Not really sure where 9 and 10 are because this was a 10 box pack. I guess 1 box is here for whatnot stuff. And then after that, I don't know where box number 10 is. That is a mystery because I should have all 10 of them here. But if I find it, I'll let you guys know. And I believe this will go on shelf A4 for now. I don't know if this will fit. I don't know if I can fit 3 boxes wide, so I'll have to add that label later, but we will see. So 7 can for sure go there, but I do not think I can fit an 8, so that'll have to be something else. Maybe like this, and then we'll put stuff in the middle. That would be good. That's a good plan, maybe. Will these bags fit here? Yeah, that works pretty nicely. And then that means I could put another box over there maybe, or I'll just put it up here. Let's see. All right, yeah, box 8 can go there. That really messes up my numbering quite a bit, but it'll be all right. I'll know where it's at. I'm pretty good at labeling all this. So this will be a 9. And I will have to change where these bags are located. So, I don't know. I feel like this is just like a work in progress. Things are going to be moving around forever until I really figure out where I want things to go. But for now, this will work. Let's actually start getting these things in some bags. First up, we have, I'm going to get these books on the shelf because I feel like that'll just clear up the easiest, quickest amount of room. I listed this bundle over the weekend, Clive Cussler paperbacks. There's 4 different ones, and it turns out they're all from 3 different series, but it was all the Clive Cussler books that I had on me, and so I just decided we'll throw them up there, a bundle by this author, and see what happens. So for the book bundles, I have this like plastic wrap stuff. I just give it 1 or 2 rounds of plastic wrap just so that they all kind of stay together and I can know that this bundle, when I'm ready to sell it, is the bundle. And then I throw one of these labels on there. This will be number 28. Then in my SKU system, I just put it's gonna go on shelf A3. That's where I'm putting all of my book bundles right now. This is number 028. And I listed it in February of 26. And I'm gonna put a BL at the end because this is part of my book lot and I wanna be able to keep track of when I sell those things and how long it takes me to break even on this giant book lot. Next book bundle is this book bundle. So this is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson, the trilogy. So I have all 3 of those paperbacks. And this will be number 29. Next is a book that I already had sitting on the shelf. I've wrapped it in this poly bag just to keep it safe because it is a very old book. It's called First Book of United States History, very vintage. It's number 213. I have this one listed for $45, but I just threw a little label on it so that I remember like this poly bag is this book, because I don't really want this to get messed up. This keeps it nice and kind of secure, like the cloth is starting to come off of the book. So even though that's not a bundle, I'll still throw a label on it since it's not just like with a spine sticking out. Another book bundle from the book lot is these 3 books by James A. Michener. These are all first edition hardbacks, so I figured that would be a good bundle to put together. And then next we have, last from the book lot that I've made it through, is these 2 dog training books, both kind of older. I think this one's from the 80s. This one might be from the 90s, but they kind of go together. They're about dog training, how to talk to your dog. I don't expect those to sell for much or very fast, but I don't know, we'll see. Next is some books that have been listed for a little while. They've just been at my house, and I have a lot of books at my house that I can't bring here yet because of the snow that I keep mentioning. But slowly but surely I'm throwing a few in my backpack and getting them on the shelf. So embroidery, needlepoint, and crocheting and knitting, all at Better Homes and Gardens vintage books. And then this will wrap up the books that we need to get on the shelves. Next is all of this clothing. All these pants are ready to go. They have all their dimensions, so I don't have to take any more pictures of those. So first up, it's a lot of maternity pants. So if you saw my last video of my previous bins haul, I picked up tons of maternity pants. I listed them all for around $15, but they all look very similar. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm matching the correct listing with the correct pair of pants to go in the poly bag. So these are easy. These are the Pink Blush brand. They were very different than the others, but get them folded up and ready to go in one of these bags. I did order some larger bags because I have some stuff that I don't think is gonna fit in the 10 by 13s. Okay, number 34. I'm gonna put all these maternity jeans in box number 2, I think. Another pair, these are the demi-panel maternity OG straight. These are kids Levi's 505s. Okay. Next is a women's pair of Wrangler blues. I did end up finding these, some comps. I was having trouble in my last video. I told you guys I couldn't find them anywhere, but I did find them. I just had to type in their style number. And there are quite a few of them out there, so that was good. And these definitely could benefit from a bigger poly bag, but it's not here yet. All right, let's see what we've got here. Again, with another big pair of pants. Hopefully they fit in the bag. These are the OG straight. The box is filling up, and we still have a lot of jeans to go. These are pretty easy to figure out. Only got 2 more labels left. I'm gonna have to make another sheet of labels in a second. All right, another sheet of labels. And clean up a little bit. New sheet of labels. And more maternity pants. Let's make sure these are the skinnies. A slouchy straight. Good thing I checked. I don't see these anywhere. Okay, so these I know I have pictures of. Well, I need to check and make sure I have pictures of, but I guess I didn't get those listed. So we have 1 more pair of pants to list, but I'm not gonna put them in a bag yet. These are the skinny. Back on track with the skinnies. All right, maybe 1 more pair of jeans in that box. Yeah, these are pretty skinny, so I can get those in there. These are the Target maternity jeans. Okay. Next, we'll start working on box 8. Still a few pants to go. Okay, these are the Vigos jeans. Shelf A9, box 8, label 43, January 26. Some men's Denizen by Levi's. A nice long denim skirt. And this process takes a really long time, but I feel like it's worth it to keep me organized, especially since this stuff doesn't sell super fast. Like it could be 3 or 4 months from now when I sell something and I need to be able to find it. And if I'm not organized with all of this inventory, I'm already over 250 listings in just 1 month. So I can see how it would compound and get pretty hard to stay organized over time. So I feel like with this system, even though it takes a while, it will be worth it in the end. Okay, next is this kids bib set. This will not fit in a bag, and so I'm just gonna put this on the shelf somewhere and label that. And I know I have all of my dimensions for that one, so that was a safe put away. Okay, back to pants. And we're almost to the point where I need to get dimensions for a lot of things, but still a couple pairs of pants that I know I've dimensioned. This one feels like it's gonna be tough to squeeze in this little bag. And then these corduroy pants. This American Girl dress has dimensions, so that's good. Put that one in a bag. And when I'm done with this, I won't come back to it. So once I go start dimensioning things, I'll just put those back on the shelf for the next time I put all my inventory up. I'll just move on to something else after that. Okay, my white Saints Studio shirt. This one has dimensions. Okay, and so anything else I put up today will probably go in box 7, and that is the end of my boxes. I'll have to buy more to be able to put more inventory on the shelves. And at that, I'll have to get another set of shelves, which I do have at home. I just can't get them here to be able to put them together. So, dilemmas. This vintage Columbia jacket. All right, so that was actually the last of the items that I have left on the shelf that actually still have dimensions. So next step is to put all of these things back on the photo table, take pictures of their dimensions, and learn from this in the future so that I don't have to do all of this twice. But we'll get it done, we'll knock it out, and then we'll be ready to move on. All right, nice. I don't need to put anything else on the hanger at least. So I can take that out. So that saves one little step for all of this, but still wish I would have done this to begin with. But you live and you learn. And this was the shirt that I actually got a message about asking about dimensions, so since I was going to do this one anyways, I was just going to go ahead and do them all. This table sometimes is nice for pictures, but it's not the nicest for dimensions. It's pretty tough to reach. And I did end up listing the Mickey sleeveless hoodie. We'll see what happens. Only 2 more to go. And this shirt's new with tags, so I really don't feel like it needs dimensions, but we're gonna do it anyways. All right, that is all of the pictures. So now, with an hour left, since I've already got my photo station set up, I'm here. I do have a death pile still that I need to keep going through and taking pictures of, so I'm not gonna film my thrift haul from last week today. I'll hopefully be able to film that tomorrow because I think it would take me longer than an hour to get all the way through it, just based on previous filming sessions. So for the rest of this video, I'm probably just going to be taking more pictures so that I have all of that cleared out and ready to list, so that this afternoon I can hopefully list some stuff while I'm at home and while Henry is napping. All right, so I think I'll feel pretty good if I can get through these t-shirts or these shirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more shirts. And I think that will be solid. So if I can get through that in about 20 minutes, maybe, then I can hopefully get a couple books photographed so that I can list those today as well. I've really got to get a good start on those books, but let's just chip away at these. I don't think everything left in this pile over here, I don't think is very valuable, and so I've kind of been putting it off. We're just gonna knock it out, get it listed, and get it put away. I don't know if that just needs to be washed or if that is another bleach stain. So I don't know, we won't finish this one. We'll wash it and see what that does. If you saw my first video on the channel, the first thrift haul, the black version of that shirt had a giant bleach stain on it that I could not use and I didn't see until I got home. But so that one may have it as well and I just didn't see it, but that also could just be dust from sitting. So we'll wash it, see what happens, and then maybe list it later if everything ends up okay. Just a casual. Okay, this one feels like it needs to be washed as well. All of these shirts are from my very first bins haul, so I've already gotten a little bit better at picking things. A lot of these I feel like I shouldn't even take the time to list, but I purchased them, so I'm gonna put them on the internet. This shirt could use a quick lint roll. I think it would just make the pictures look a little better. Finally, a shirt that I don't think needs to be washed. Oh, I was wrong. This needs to be washed too. Every shirt that I'm finding from that very first bins trip, I just did not look over them good enough. This one has some little spots on the back, so this one's going in the wash as well. Okay, so next, I know these will work out because I've already gone through this. I've put them on the photo board, started taking pictures, and then I noticed that they needed to be washed. And so I've already washed these, so hopefully all of those spots have come out. Bummer. Okay, so I told you guys I found a stain on this shirt the first time. I took pictures and then I took it home to wash it and I was hoping the stain came out. It did not come out, so this shirt is no good. It'll be a redonate. And I've kind of burnt myself out with all of these picture taking and all of them needing to be washed. So I am gonna stop taking pictures for the rest of today because it's just kind of frustrating. And I'm gonna instead go work on the books because those still need to get done and it's something that I enjoy and it's a good way to end up my day. So this one's going in the donate pile. Those are going back in the death pile and I'll probably look over them really good before I sit them over there to make sure I don't need to wash them along with all of the others that I've just found. So, oh boy. Okay, so here's where I'm at on the books. I've separated all of the paperbacks by author, and so if there's any multiples by the same author, they are in their own individual stacks. These books back here along this wall are still the only thing that I have left that actually needs to be gone through. I don't know that there's much value back here. It's mostly older cookbooks that I'll need to look through and bundle and sell somehow. There might be one or two older books that has individual value, but I'm gonna leave these for a little bit and try to get all these paperbacks out of the way since these are kind of consolidated and they can just sit here for a little bit. So to wrap up today and to wrap up this video, I'm going through the spare books and creating 8 to 12 book bundles based on genre. So these both are stacks that are ready to be photographed, and then some of these over here are also ready to be photographed. So that's kind of the plan for the rest of this video. I'll show some B-roll in just a second, but as far as me talking and bringing you along my day, this is where the video is going to end. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning in my morning of work. This is the first vlog on the reselling channel. It's my probably favorite style video to do, and then tomorrow I'll hopefully film last week's thrift haul and get that up for you guys as well. So thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.